Have you ever been home alone and suddenly heard some creepy-ass noise from the other room? Or felt like someone was watching you? And then your brain goes, oh shit, it's a ghost. But then it turns out to be literally nothing, or worse, just your dumb cat knocking over something like an agent of chaos. Well, today we're diving into ghost sightings, the truth, the science, and the absolute batshit crazy stories people swear are real. Are ghosts actually a thing? Or are people just experiencing the side effects of bad Wi-Fi and a sleep schedule that looks like a horror movie script? Let's break this shit down. Okay, so ghosts aren't exactly a new concept. People have been seeing spooky shit for literally thousands of years. Ancient Egyptians, mummies, curses, and ghostly revenge. Medieval times, people thought every creaky floorboard was a demon trying to possess them. And let's be real, half of these ghost sightings were probably just someone's sleep-deprived brain playing tricks on them. Or they were on some medieval mushrooms, who knows? But the real question is, why do people still see ghosts today? Alright, time for some science shit. Turns out, most ghost sightings can be explained by actual, legit science. Here's how your dumbass brain can trick you into thinking Casper is lurking in your room. Sleep paralysis. You wake up, can't move, and see some shadowy figure standing in the corner. That's not a demon. That's just your brain glitching. Low-frequency sound waves. Some sounds are so low, you can't even hear them. But your body feels them. And guess what? They can literally cause hallucinations. Carbon monoxide poisoning. This shit can make you hallucinate like crazy. So if your house is haunted, maybe check your gas leak before calling a priest. Pareidolia. This is when your brain sees faces and figures where there aren't any. You know when you see a face in a random object? Yeah, same thing, except now you think it's a Victorian ghost child haunting your hallway. Moral of the story, your brain is an unreliable little shit. But let's talk about some real ghost stories. The ones that made people shit bricks. The Amityville Horror. A dude straight up murdered his family in this house. After that, the new owners claimed they saw ghosts, heard voices, and smelled weird shit. Or maybe they were just traumatized and needed therapy. The Winchester Pistery House. A widow kept building onto her house non-stop for 30 years because a psychic told her she was haunted by ghosts. Or she was just rich and bored. The Tower of London. People claim to see Anne Boleyn's ghost roaming around, probably still pissed about getting beheaded, and honestly, same. Now, whether these are real ghosts or just people looking for attention is up for debate. But let's be honest, if ghosts were actually real, wouldn't there be way more videos of them than just blurry 144p footage from a Nokia phone? We gotta talk about ghost hunters. These are the people who run around abandoned buildings with cameras, yelling, "If there's a ghost here, give me a sign!" Bro, if you walked into my house at 3 a.m. with a flashlight screaming like that, I'd haunt your ass too. And don't even get me started on those ghost hunting TV shows. Every episode is the same. Someone hears a noise. The camera cuts to night vision. A dude goes, "Did you hear that?" Static noise plays. Holy shit, it said get out. No bro, that was just bad audio quality. Ghost hunting equipment is basically expensive nonsense. Like, why do ghosts only communicate through radio static and glitchy spirit boxes? Why can't one of them just send a text like a normal ghost? Alright, so what's the final answer? Are ghosts real, or are we just being dramatic little bitches? Well, science leans towards, nah, it's just your brain being weird. But at the same time, I'm not gonna be the dumbass that says ghosts aren't real and then gets haunted immediately after. Because let's be real, even if ghosts aren't real, I still don't trust old houses, dolls, or mirrors in the dark. So I'll just say this. If you think your house is haunted, maybe check for gas leaks, bad wiring, and your cat being an asshole before you call an exorcist. Alright, I gotta ask, have you ever seen a ghost? Was it real? Or were you just sleep deprived as hell? Drop your scariest stories in the comments. And if a ghost tries to haunt you tonight, tell it to pay rent first. See you in the next one.